All right, in this video, I'm gonna be walking through how to get more clients on Instagram. So if you're a coach, clinician, or consultant that has an online business, this is gonna walk you through the exact 5-step process that I use, and so do my clients, to book more calls and get more clients. Before we dive into today's content, if you could give me a like and a subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. I create videos like this once a week just to get in front of more people and just provide them some resources that are easy to use to get more coaching clients. So let's get into it. So to get clients on Instagram, the number one thing, or the first thing that you're gonna need to do is you need to have something that's going to allow you to have a conversation with your prospect, okay? And examples of this is you could get a like. It could be a simple 2-step post, which I do these a lot. So it's like, in your post or in your reel, if you say, hey, comment below blank, and I'll send you the guide, or I'll send you this thing if you comment below, it allows the prospect to have you follow up with them, but it's not like a random cold DM. It's like, hey, I actually requested, I wanted that thing, can you send it to me? So a simple 2-step post of like, hey, comment below and I'll send you my free shoulder guide that I use with all of my clients out of shoulder pain in 90 days or less. Something like that, that's like, yeah, I want that thing. A 2-step post does extremely well with that. You also could have a poll, like you poll in your stories where it's like, hey, I'm thinking about creating this shoulder guide. Do you want it? And both answers are yes, absolutely. And if they click it, boom, that's a conversation starter. You can reach out to them and they gave you permission to say, hey, I just wanted this thing. Start a conversation with me, which leads me into the next point. Once you have a conversation starter, the second thing you need to do is you need to start a conversation and start to ask people, what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve and why? If we can get really clear on right off the gate, hey, this person wants this thing. Why do you want this shoulder thing? Why do you want this freebie? They start having a conversation. You can start to see, ooh, can I actually help this person? And the sooner we can get to that, then the sooner we can start to continue this conversation to try to book a call. Let's kind of rewind and go backwards a little bit. If it was a new follow, we may not have this immediate goals conversation immediately if someone follows you, right? If someone follows me and was like, hey, what are your goals in business? I'd be like, you're just trying to sell me something. If it's a new follow, if that's the connection request or the connection point, it's not going to be this immediate, hey, let's talk about your goals, like it is when somebody has a freebie, right? That's why I like doing freebies at least twice a week. It even could be to a YouTube video. Hey, I put this YouTube video together, comment below and I'll send it to you. Anytime someone clicks any of those, it gives you permission to reach out to them. But again, if the conversation starter is a follow, it's gonna be a little bit slower play. It's gonna be like, I see you also are connected with Bob. How do you know Bob? Oh, I know Bob from so-and-so. Cool, so you go to the gym? Cool, so what are your goals in the gym, right? So it's, the conversations are going to be a little bit slower played if it's a follow or a connection request or a friend request versus, hey, I want that freebie that you've got that's directly related to your offer. And let the prospect just talk about all their experiences. So it's like, oh man, I've tried getting a coach. I've tried buying $20 programs online. Oh, I've tried blank, blank, and blank. And it gives us just, one, it allows the prospect to feel really comfortable and safe and being able to share exactly what they're going through. But then 2, it also allows us to know, okay, can I help this person? Is my offer exactly what they've tried in the past and they failed with it? Then it's gonna be harder for me to position my services to get somebody to want this person to want to book a call with me. So step 4 would be, are you open to some advice? Hey, I hear what your goals are. I hear what you tried. We've had some conversation back and forth. Are you open to some advice? And if they say yes, then that's an opportunity for you to book a call. That's an opportunity for you to say, awesome, well, it'd be much easier if I could just ask you a few more questions that we could do over the phone. I'll let you know what advice I have after that. Is that something you're open to? Yeah, I would love that, right? If they're a good candidate for coaching, they're gonna want to talk to you. They've got to develop this know, like, and trust. What I want you to see is that Instagram is just a conversation platform that's going to help you book calls. And when you're on the phone is when you're actually going to present your offer and actually be able to sign people up for your services. Yes, you could do it via text and be like, yo, my program costs this amount, or voice or video. But if you're a real coach and you're going to be providing coaching support, people want to talk to you. People want to connect with you. People want to develop a relationship with you, which is way easier done on Zoom or on the phone. So Instagram should serve as this conversational professional platform that pushes people to calls to where you can provide all the support they need and tell them about your coaching offer. So far, we've started a conversation. We've talked about goals. We've talked about what they've tried. We've offered some advice. They said yes. Now it's just having that call, right? We scheduled a call, and typically it depends on how big you are and what your call volume looks like. If you're brand new to coaching, I'm a huge fan of doing 2 call enrollments or 2 call closes. And essentially what that looks like is the first call is a connection call. It's 15 to 30 minutes in length. On this call, you're getting clear on this person and what they've tried, and you're setting up the second call, which is where you talk about your offer, you talk about the price, you talk about the terms, the length, all that stuff. But this first call is a non-pressure conversation that allows someone to feel really safe. And oftentimes on that call, when I start, I lead off with that. Like, hey, this is a connection call. My intention of this call is to get more clear on what you're experiencing, see if I can provide some support. If I think I can provide more support in a more formalized way or professional way, I'd love to schedule at the end of this call a longer call that I can go over my exact process in detail of how I support people going from A to B. So that's a 2-call framework, and I really like it when you're starting out. When you start to get a lot more leads and a lot more calls, it can be challenging for you to fit all of that into your schedule. So oftentimes you can transition that into more of a 1-call close, because if you're doing 10 to 20 calls a week, they're sales calls or like people who are actually clients. From a logistical standpoint, it can be really challenging for you to do a bunch of 2-call closes because you're just having like 3 to 4 hours of touch points before you tell someone your offer, when that may not be the most effective utilization of time. When you're starting out, and especially if you're using Instagram as a way to connect with people, follow people, engage with people, it's really almost a no-brainer to have this 2-call close system that allows someone to know, like, and trust you before you share your offer and all the terms with it. That's my process. That's my 5-step process. It's super, super easy, and it's not very scripted, right? Like, sure, you could get a perfect script, but in all honesty, like, you just need to connect with that person, show that you can help, and get them onto a phone call and share with them what it looks like to work with you. And if you can do that, again, if you like today's video, go ahead and drop a subscribe. I'm gonna be making videos just like this at least once a week, once or twice a week, and yeah, really looking forward to this. So thank you guys for watching and the support. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm here to support. Peace.